Hello and welcome to the second episode of the Build It with Lafarge series. My name is Renal Amit and I am the Customer Experience Manager here at Lafarge Zambia. Lafarge Zambia is a leading provider of building materials and construction solutions in Zambia, offering a wide range of products and services to its customers in Zambia and across its borders. We have been in this business for 71 years now, and in those years, we have contributed to the development of Zambia's infrastructure, and we will continue on our mission to build better cities that are durable and beautiful. Join us today as we focus on our flagship product Impampus, which is a multi-purpose cement brand that can be used for all your construction needs. So catch us on the other side. From our last show, we received positive feedback from all of you that tuned in. Thank you once again. And to assist in answering some of the questions that came through our Facebook page, we have our specialized architect, Mwenya Nsekilwa, and our civil engineer, Chifunda Sikazwe. Thank you, Mwenya and Chifunda, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me on the show, Renal.
Thank you, Renal.
Let's get started on some of these questions, shall we? So, Mwenya, how would you describe Impampus cement to viewers coming across this product for the very first time?
Impampus is a normal setting cement that has been on the Zambian market since 2003. It is a cement that is suitable for general purpose applications from domestic concrete to large building projects. As the name suggests, Impampus means strength in the local language. Yeah, because it is a cement that gives you a very good high long-term strength.
What do you think then makes this product very superior? Because, 17 years is a very long time.
Impampus is a tried and tested product. Some of the other benefits you get from choosing Impampus is that you can use it for both concrete and mortar. It has a very good workability and it's also cost effective.
So, as all builders agree, laying the foundation is the most important part of every project. So Chifunda, do you think a concrete slab can be laid room by room over a number of days? And if yes, how long does it usually take to cure?
Thanks for that question, Renal. So it's always advisable for someone building to cast concrete once and complete it rather than room by room. This is because casting room by room has the potential to compromise the integrity of the structure. I've taken time to drive around in Lusaka and look at the few projects that are being done by individual home builders, and I always notice that they take the approach of casting the concrete slab room by room. In time, they will notice cracks starting to develop as the structure goes up, and repairs are very costly. So it's always important to cast the slab once and complete it.
I agree with you, Chifunda. I see the importance now of why the slab needs to be done first. Yeah. That's a very good point.
You spoke of curing. Curing is basically managing the concrete by ensuring that the moisture, the temperature, and the time, preferably 3 to 14 days of curing, so that it meets the required standard and strength you desire.
Now, just referring to the questions from our Facebook page, there's one that's come in from Infill Zambia, and the question reads, we are looking to build an office. How can Impampus be utilized in contrast to Superset?
I like the fact that Mwenya highlighted that Impampus is a general purpose cement, ranging from domestic to large building projects, including road stabilization for the road projects. And he also touched on the fact that Impampus can be used for concrete works as well as mortar. So that office block will have the luxury of using the Impampus for both their concrete works as well as the mortar. Normally, mortar on site is referred to in local language as indaka.
Yes.
So the team on the site will understand what that is.
Interesting. And I really like that you can use this product for so many applications. And the most interesting one that really stood out from your answer is the road stabilization. Is there any particular projects that are being done with Impampus?
Yes, so we're currently working on the T2 road, which is running from Nakonde all the way up to Chinsali.
Okay.
So the road stabilization is using the Impampus cement.
So maybe you can assist in answering the next question, Mwenya. The question reads, what are the correct ratios for Impampus cement and sand when plastering?
Cement plaster is a mixture of building sand, cement and water. The interesting thing is what most people don't know is that you can actually get the recommended mixing ratios on the cement bag. If we look at the Impampus cement bag right now, you will see it is indicated that the mixing ratios for plaster is 1:8. However, I would like to point out something very important because I've noticed that most of our bricklayers misunderstand and misinterpret these mixing ratios.
True.
Because if it says, for example, for plaster, the recommended ratio is 1:8, you will find most bricklayers mixing 1 bag of cement to 8 wheelbarrows of sand. But that's incorrect. What you need to do is fill up 1 wheelbarrow with cement to 8 wheelbarrows filled with sand. The difference being a wheelbarrow can be filled up with 2 cement bags, meaning in essence you will be mixing 2 cement bags with 8 wheelbarrows filled with sand.
Yes.
It's good that you brought up that point about a lot of people not realizing that you get the mixed proportions on the back of the bag, because I do tend to find a lot of those questions do come up on Facebook where they do ask for recommendations on the mixed proportions.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. That's very clear.
Correct. So I would really like to urge our viewers out there to take time to just study and appreciate the recommended ratios on the cement bags.
Thank you. And we had another question from Susan Nambeya Lavwe. Her question is regarding the usage of Impampus cement, and it reads, what is the best cement to use when putting a floor slab? Chifunda, are you able to assist with this question?
Of course I can. And it's a very nice question you've raised, Ronel. So floor slabs normally require concrete strength ranging from C20 to C30. And in this instance, our Impampus cement meets the requirement. And if the lady, sorry, just repeat her name?
Susan?
If Susan wanted to go as far as erecting an upstairs building, even the Impampus can work for decking. So as long as the minimum concrete requirement is a C20, the Impampus works best.
So for those that are not technical, would you explain in the simplest term what you refer to when you say C20 and C30?
So C20 and C30 basically refer to the grade of the concrete.
Okay.
That is the minimum strength that the concrete should meet after 28 days. So in the case of C20, we're referring to a 20 MPa concrete after 28 days of cast, from the day it was cast.
Yeah.
And if you talk about C30, we're referring to reaching a strength of 30 MPa from the day the concrete was cast.
Okay.
And Renel, maybe just to add on what Chifunda has said, you can basically use Impampus on a multi-story building from the foundation all the way to the finishing, and that is your plaster.
Thank you for that, Munya, because I think a lot of people don't realize and appreciate that what this one product can do. It really is a general purpose, and I think that we just need to express more to our viewers and to all the home builders out there that Impampus cement can do this work.
What's important is just having the understanding of what the product can do.
Yeah.
I think after this show, many people understand that Impampus is a multi-purpose brand.
Okay, Mwenya and Chifunda, that brings us to the end of our questions. But what I would like to touch on one thing, and I think we haven't really covered that yet. Mwenya, you mentioned Impampus being in existence since 2003. Practically that's 17 years, like you say. Which buildings have been built with Impampus that are still standing today? Because I'm sure there is a true testament behind this product. Maybe you could just highlight some of these buildings?
Wow, Ranel, that's there are so many of them. In Lusaka, we can talk of the shopping malls like Manda Hill. There are several office blocks, dotted around the country. Chifunda, maybe from the cuff of your.
One comes to mind, which is normally a tourist city in Livingstone. It's a building in the tourist capital, which is the Zambezi. It's now called.
Is it the Havani?
The Havani, yes. It's called the Havani. So that hotel was built with Impampus cement.
Yeah. I know. I think most recently there was a milling plant in Lilai that was built, from the foundations to completions with Impambu alone. Yeah, and that's a big industrial building.
Yes, it really is.
And not just the buildings. If we look at the road sector, almost at least 80% of the roads in Zambia were built with the Impampu cement, because you do need the Impampu for the road stabilization. Yes. So the Impampu has been around for many years.
But I mean, one of the first things you mentioned, Munya, was the malls. I remember when the first time we had a mall being built, and we were so excited to be able to go to the cinema for the very first time. And now we have malls all over us, and it really is so amazing just to see that our product has been part of all of this.
Yeah, it's been
really
part of the adventure, the
Exactly.
development in the country.
Yeah. Thank you to everybody that tuned in to our Build It with Lafarge series. I'd like to say a big thank you to our two discussants, Mwenya Intakilwa and Chifunda Sukazwe, for being able to join us today.
Thank you so much, Ranel, and thank you so much, viewers.
Thank you, Ranel. Thank you, viewers.
Thank you. To our viewers that are listening, please do remember to leave us a comment in our comment section below, and one of our team of experts will get to answer them in the next session. Before I go, I have some exciting news for you. If you're in Ndola, Lusaka or Kitwe, you can now purchase your cement via the Afri Delivery app. All you need to do is buy 10 bags of cement or more, and we will deliver it right to your doorstep. Thanks once again for joining us today. To get more information about our upcoming promotions, please stay glued to our Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter pages. Have a great day. Until next time.